Joe Rogan has sold out to Spotify. Now, if you don't know Joe Rogan, let me just tell you a little bit about this man. He has a popular podcast called The Joe Rogan Experience. According to him, he has it on Apple Music or Apple Podcast or whatever you call it. According to Joe Rogan, up to 190 million people download his podcast every month. So if you're wondering why Spotify would buy him out, that is why. And according to this Verge article, and some people obviously are not happy about this at all. According to this Verge article, he's probably going to make out like a band. He's probably going to make out to upwards of $100 million. Now, I'm sure that's over a time period because it'd be stupid for them to pay him that up front. So I'm sure he's going to get that in installments. But this article is kind of interesting. It just makes the point of demonstrating that Spotify is making a grab for the podcast realm, and that they've already spent $200 million getting some other content, and it looks like they're going to spend upwards of $700 million. So, is this a good deal for Spotify? Well, considering Forbes says that Rogan made $30 million last year, so it probably will work out for them, considering how many downloads he has and how much he makes a year. Let's say he signed up for $100 million over 5 years. That would mean they're actually getting him at a discount. So I think this is definitely going to help their platform. Will I be downloading Spotify? I've never used Spotify. I keep hearing how bad it is from people I really respect. So I don't know. I'll probably try it out. I just want to mention here, though, guys, if you hate Spotify like some people, I will like to mention that we also do a talk show here on Paul Chapel. And no, I don't have a fighting background. I did grow up with three brothers, though, so I did get my ass kicked well enough to be able to speak on that. But no, I'm not a professional fighter. I don't smoke weed. So if you like Joe Rogan because of those reasons, I really can't help you there. What I can say is, the Magic Hour Talk Show produces some premium content. We tackle the big issues just like Joe Rogan. Do we have the same guests? No. I live in Greenville, South Carolina, so that's not really possible. But but like I said, we tackle some of the same issues. We have a lot of crossover with the Joe Rogan podcast. So if you're looking for something to replace them after he leaves YouTube, I'm just saying, folks, we are here. And we will be on YouTube for the foreseeable future. Or at least until somebody offers to buy us out. Because let me tell you, if I was out for $2 million, I would sell this sucker and I'm joking. No, but hey, if I could leave my job, if I could just leave my job and do this full time, let me just tell you, if you're watching, any executives out there, if you're watching, I will consider your deal. I will consider anything you want to offer me. Nothing's off the table. So let me just say that. In addition, let me also say that I love Joe Rogan. Is Joe Rogan a right-wing blowhard, like a lot of people say? I would have to say my opinion on that has changed recently. He has despite his endorsement of Bernie Sanders. He does lean a lot more right than I would like to see. I mean, I do have some of the same opinions that he has on certain things. You know, for instance, one of his more right-wing beliefs is he believes in gun rights. I believe in gun rights, but as Curtis would probably tell you, my ideas about gun rights is a little bit more extreme than his, and I won't say what because I don't want to get in the political thing. But I will just say, I think all black people should have a gun. I'm just going to leave it at that for obvious reason. If you watch the news to any extent and you know what's been happening to black people in this country, you will understand exactly what I mean by that. But I'm not going to go any further than that. I'll just say I believe in gun rights, but for self-defense. I do believe there's a need for it in our current climate. But yeah, I think this is good news for Joe Rogan. Do I think it's going to make his show better? I don't necessarily think putting your show on one app, on one platform is good for it. So it's probably not good for his show, but it's obviously going to be good for him. I'm sure he doesn't need the money, but money is always good. It gives him just the freedom. I mean, he already had freedom. $100 million. He's already making $30 million a year. He already pretty much had freedom. So this is just icing on the cake. I don't even know what would he do with all that money that he can already do. You know, Joe, you could throw some of that money my way. You know, maybe I could do some interviews for you or something. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there, people. Sometimes you got to put your ideas out there in the universe, so the universe can answer you. Yes, universe, I'm ready. I'm ready for my close-up. You hear me? I am ready for my close-up, universe. So whenever you want to come knocking on my door or, give me a text, you can find that on my channel. My email's on there. Not really my phone number, but my email is on there for anybody who wants to throw a little bit of money my way. I am here for you.